Hi, I'm Darlene.
I'm Gene.
We're the Roaming Retirees, and today we're going to be visiting Nagano, Japan. It's home of the 1998 Winter Olympics. It's also home to the Jigokudani Monkey Park and the Zenkoji Temple. It has a population of over 365,000 people, and it sits surrounded by mountains, and the highest mountain is Mount Takatsuma. It's also got a city rich in history that's established between 710 and 794, and it's home to the famous national treasure Zenkoji Temple that was established in 642. And I'm giving you all this history because this was a very historical place. I mean, we were looking at buildings that were from the Nara period, Edo period, and Sengoku period. So these are dating back all the way in the 600s. So what do you think of Nagano?
I liked it. It's kind of, as you get out into the country more, I mean, even though it's more of a big city and it has 350, it feels more country, more in the mountains and stuff like that. And
well, yeah, that 365,000 compared to the however many millions in Tokyo.
Yeah.
It felt very small.
It kind of had a smaller town feel to it,
Yeah.
so I liked that, and kind of getting out and being mountainous and stuff like that.
I thought it was just beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean, the mountains were all around us. Off in the distance, we could see snow-capped mountains and the buildings. I mean, we'd be walking along in the city, in the modern city, and there in the middle of the modern city would be some piece of history that was from 600 and whatever, or from 700 whatever. So that was really cool to me.
Yeah, that was cool. But we did kind of find that all over Japan. I mean, you going right in the middle of the city. There's
the temple that you're going to see on this video is the oldest temple. I think it was 642. It dated back in the 600s, and it was like the oldest temple in that region for sure. But there's more history on that. You can watch the video, and I think we talk about that a little bit. The other thing, when we went to visit Nagano, the reason why we chose that as one of our stops was because 16 years ago we visited Japan. And when I was doing my research 16 years ago about Japan, I had read about this monkey park, and I wanted to visit it back then, but we didn't have time to do that. So this was a must stop for me. This was like, I'm going to do that. I'll hike the mountain. I'll do whatever I have to do to go see these monkeys, because it was an area where it talked about you could walk amongst the monkeys and they would just freely roam around you. And I wanted that experience. And boy, am I glad we did that. I mean, to me, that was the icing on the cake for the whole trip for me. So just being...
Yeah, and that's something you've looked forward to going and seeing for years.
Yeah.
So we've always talked about it. And it was real simple to get there. We just went down to the bus station, which is right in the train station, hopped on a bus, and what was it, 30 minutes, 45 minutes?
About 45 minutes. And this bus that we got was specifically to take you to and from the monkey park. So there's city tour buses, and then there's the monkey park bus.
Yeah.
And you can't miss it because it says Jigokudani Monkey Park. So, I mean, it's like you're going to catch the bus, and I think it ran every hour or two. It was pretty frequent.
Yeah, something like that. But it was real simple to do.
It was simple to do and not that expensive to catch the bus out there. And then when you get out there, you have to... When we initially got there, we thought it was just a half a mile hike up to the monkey park. Well, it's a road that goes uphill all the way, and then you get to the entrance of the path that takes you to the monkey park. So it's a half a mile up to the entrance to the park, and that's paved. That's a paved road. And then when you get to the entrance, for us, because it was spring, kind of the end of winter, beginning of spring, there's like a lot of mud, and it was a lot of melting snow.
Yeah, and they do rent boots and stuff in there if you want to rent their boots.
Yes,
and do
right
that.
at the entrance to the monkey park, there's a place where you can rent equipment.
Yeah.
And rent boots, and I mean, they had rain gear and all kinds of stuff that you could rent. So we didn't do that. We just wore our tennis shoes and got them all muddy.
Yeah, they got a little muddy, but it wasn't horrible.
No, it wasn't bad. And they actually have a place at the bottom when you get back to the parking lot for you to clean your shoes. So, you know, they know what they're doing up there. I mean, they have a lot of tourists go up there every year. And when we did the hike, it's a lot of uphill. So if you have limitations, physical limitations, you know, you might want to think about it, because it was there was a lot of stairs, and there was a lot of uphill, a lot of narrow paths. There was a lot of mud. And I would say for people with physical limitations, you know, do a little more research before you go. When we got up there, so you get to the top, basically where the park is. There is a place where you actually buy tickets to go into the park. And so you pay to go into the park, and then once you get in the park, I mean, you are free to stay there as long as you want to, and commune with the monkeys.
Yeah.
There's no touching the monkeys. There's no bringing food in.
Yeah, don't feed them.
And they actually say don't even bring selfie sticks in, so it must disturb the monkeys to have that long pole. So it's just a time for you to go in and visit the monkeys and spend time with them. You know, they walk right next to you, they walk between you. I mean, they're not afraid of you at all.
No.
And
but they're not aggressive, and
no.
Like you see some of them on some of the other videos where they're stealing your camera and stealing your food.
No, they don't do all that.
Those are the wild ones that are out in.
These are wild monkeys.
Yeah, they're wild.
So you're saying those are the wild ones. These are wild monkeys. They are free to come and go in those mountains any place they want to go. They are not tame monkeys, but they are humanized. They've been exposed to humans, and they are very comfortable with humans. But the interaction has to be minimal. I mean, you can look at them, you can take pictures of them, you can walk among them, but you're not to touch them, you're not to feed them. So it's like that. But anyway, and then and the rest of the video, we're visiting the beautiful, beautiful historic temple. I have a problem with the name. I think it's called Zenkoji Temple. And that was gorgeous.
Sounds right.
Yeah, we struggled for some reason with that name. But that was a beautiful temple. The grounds were probably the prettiest temple grounds we've been to, because we've been to a lot of temples. And that was the most beautiful grounds, for sure.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
You'll see in the video.
Yeah. So anyway, we hope you enjoy the video. Do you have more to add? I've done a lot of the talking.
No, I don't think so. Okay. Just enjoy the video.
Yeah, and if you like it, give us a like and share.
Yeah.
And subscribe.
Yeah, so.
All right, have a good
one. Enjoy the
one.
video, and we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
So now we're in the line for the Shinkansen train that's going to take us to Nagano. So we have about a 30-minute wait for this line. Estimate.
Tactile pavement.
Okay, this is our reserved car. We just got to Nagano train station.
We didn't know until we got here today that the Winter Olympics was held here in 1998.
Yeah, that was kind of cool to see that big sign.
Yeah.
So there's a big ski resort close by.
Yeah, but it's very mountainous here, as opposed to Tokyo, where it was all flat, just buildings and buildings.
Yeah. This is very green.
Here, you got mountains and green, and you can actually see some trees.
Beautiful. It's quite pretty here. So can't wait for tomorrow to see what tomorrow brings. So this is the view from our room. Pretty good view. Snow-capped mountains behind there. So it's very lovely. Good view. So we've just arrived here at Snow Monkey Park, and we are heading up the trail to go see. It's a half-mile walk up the trail to go see the snow monkeys. So we're walking up to Snow Monkey Park, and observant Jean noticed this tree that's all wrapped around this other tree. Very cool looking. It's just out in the forest. I don't see that ever, not like that. Looks literally like a snake going up the tree. Okay, now we're on the 1.25 kilometer trail. Oh, 1.6, sorry. 5-kilometer trail. Headed uphill to go see those snow monkeys. Explaining the two species here, the Japanese macaw and the Japanese sorrel. Not sure if I'm saying that right. So you can see the steam coming out over there. Quite a few of them just in this little area here. This little guy just walked right by me. There's a mama carrying her baby.
He's good. He's good. The baby. There's the baby. Good. The baby's not good.
Not perfect this morning.
That's a no. The trail. So now we're here at the, I think it's called Zenkoji Temple. Oh, check that again. Very cute. Hi, Jean. Okay, off we go to another temple. Well, what's this one called again? Zenkoji? Zenjo something. Zenkoji. Okay. Oh boy, trying to keep track of all these names. Anyway, looks very beautiful. Just the grounds on these are just beautiful usually. You gotta be careful. This is kind of like steps, but not steps. This is the prettiest grounds we've walked on so far. This is very pretty in here. Every building is just really pretty. All the stores and the restaurants and gift shops and whatever else is in here.
This is a private residence.
It looks like it's some kind of a tea house or something. That's what it looks like, a tea house. I'm not sure, but that's with the little tables and stuff back there. This is sure pretty. Yep. Some turtles. Living a turtle's life. Not sure what this is. I need to get my selfie stick out. So there's this little temple here. It's right down the street from our hotel. And the lady, nice little Japanese lady, stopped to tell us that this temple is over 800 years old. So it's extremely old. So we're gonna just kind of walk up and take a peek, but again, no filming inside, so. This is called Zenkoji Temple. It was once a hermitage founded in 1199 by a Buddhist saint, Karukaya. It's quite spectacular that we kind of just stumbled across this little piece of Japanese history, tucked in the middle of modern